Hi, welcome to the video tutorial Java RESTful Web Services for beginners with me Nam Amin from CodeJava.net. In this video tutorial, I will help you get started to learn RESTful Web Services in Java using JSON framework and Apache Tomcat server. First, let's understand what is RESTful Web Services. RESTful Web Services is a programming model based on REST representational state transfer architecture. It makes use of standard HTTP methods like GET, POST, PUT, DELETE to change the state of resources identified by URIs. And it uses JSON XML text as the media type for the data format exchange between server and client. And RESTful Web Services is widely adopted because of its simplicity, lightweight performance, reliability, and scalability. RESTful Web Services is commonly used to develop APIs for web-based applications. For example, Facebook, Google, and PayPal all provide RESTful Web Service APIs that allow programmers to integrate their services into third-party applications. In Java, we have JAX-RS, which is Java API for RESTful Web Services. This is a specification that defines how to implement RESTful Web Services in Java programming. And JSON is an open source framework for developing RESTful Web Services in Java. JSON is a reference implementation of JAX-RS. It is shipped with RESTful server. However, we can use JSON framework in Apache Tomcat server as well, as you will see in this video tutorial. And throughout this video tutorial, you will learn how to develop a Java web application running on Apache Tomcat server. This Java web application hosts RESTful Web Services on JSON service container, and we will test the RESTful Web Services using a web browser, CURL program, Postman program, and you will learn how to code a RESTful Web Service client program to consume the web services. And here are the software programs which I used in this tutorial: Java Development Kit JDK 11, Eclipse IDE 2019 September, Apache Tomcat 9.0, and in addition, I used CURL and Postman as two programs for testing RESTful Web Services. And here are the steps which you need to follow in this tutorial. First, we need to create a Java dynamic web project in Eclipse and specify the dependency. Then we code a hello world RESTful Web Services, and then we configure the service container, and we will test our RESTful Web Services using Chrome, CURL, and Postman. And also we guide you how to use JSON for RESTful Web Services and code a web service client program to consume the web service. This is Eclipse IDE on my computer. Now let's create a new Java dynamic web project. Enter the project name as hello REST. Click next, and check this option to create the web.xml deployment descriptor file. Finish. And we got the hello REST project created here. And you see, I'm using the Java SE version 11. Now let's convert this project to Maven. Right click and configure, convert to Maven project, and enter the group ID as net.code.java.ws and click finish. Okay, we got the project converted to Maven project, and you can see the Maven's pom.xml file open here. And now we need to specify dependencies to use the Jersey API. So the dependencies here. And the first dependency we need to declare is Jersey container servlet. Group ID is org.lastfish.jersey.containers, and artifact ID is jersey-container-servlet, and version is 2.29.1. This is most recent at the time of this video. And to use Jersey RESTful Web Service API, we also need to use the second dependency for Java injection. Dependencies group ID is org.lastfish.jersey.inject. This is dependency for injection library. Artifact ID is jersey-sk2, and version is 2.29.1. Save the pom.xml file, and you will see Maven automatically downloads the Java files required by Jersey API and Jersey inject library, as you can see here. So as you can see, to use Jersey API for RESTful Web Service in the Java web application running on Apache Tomcat, we need to specify these two dependencies. As you can see, the first dependency is for Jersey container servlet, and the second dependency is for Jersey injection library. So far we have created a project and specified Jersey dependency, and now let's code our first Hello World RESTful Web Services class. Create a new Java package here under the source folder. Enter the package name as net.code.java.ws. Finish. Okay, and create a new Java class here. Class, and enter the class name as hello resource. In RESTful Web Services, everything is a resource, so typically we name the class name with the resource as the suffix. Okay, and click finish. Here we go, our first RESTful Web Services class. And first we need to use annotation path. And specify relative URL that forms the URI, which identifies this resource. So we specify the relative path is / bonjour. Bonjour is hello in French. And now let's write a method in this RESTful Web Service C class. Public change dire bonjour, and we use a red annotation to specify that this method we handle HTTP GET request, and we use the produce annotation to specify the content type of the response, which will be sent to the client. Here we specify the content type of the response as media type dot sorry, we need to import media type from Java package media type dot text underscore plain. So this annotation specifies the content type of the response is text plain, and in this method we return a simple text bonjour tout le monde, which is hello world in French. That's it. This is a very simple RESTful Web Service class, and as you can see, we use path annotation here to specify a relative URL that forms the URI, which identifies this resource. And second, we use a red annotation to specify that this method dire bonjour we handle HTTP GET request from clients, and we use the produce annotation here to specify the content type of the response, which is text plain. Okay, and later in this tutorial we will update this class. And now we need to configure the Servlet container. So our RESTful Web Services class will be exposed to be consumed by clients. So open the web development descriptor file web.xml here, and we configure the Jersey Servlet container here. Servlet name is Jersey REST service, and Servlet class in Servlet container, and we need to specify an initialization parameter for this Servlet init param name is jersey dot config dot server dot provider dot packages. Here we specify the Java package that contains RESTful Web Services classes. In our project, it is net.codejava.ws. And next, we need to specify a Servlet mapping for this Josie container Servlet. Servlet mapping. Copy the Servlet name above here. And specify the URL pattern, which will be handled by Josie container Servlet. Here I specify the URL pattern is /rest and asterisk to intercept all the requests starts by having the /rest/ here. Okay, save the file. Now we can deploy our project onto Tomcat server. Click here to add Tomcat server. I choose Tomcat version 9.0. Next, and select the Hello REST project here. Add and finish. And we can start the server. Start. And you can see the server is up and running without any problem. And now we can test our Hello RESTful Web Service using web browser Chrome. And open my Chrome browser. Okay, so I type the URL is http localhost. Hello REST is the application name, and /rest/ you see this is the URL pattern of the Josie Servlet container, and then the relative path we specify in the hello or resource class, which is bonjour. Enter. And you can see the browser shows the response bonjour tout le monde here. Very good, right? That means our Hello One RESTful Web Service is successfully deployed on the server, and we can consume that web service using a web browser. Now let's modify the Hello resource class here to have another method. Now we specify another method that returns HTML. Use the red annotation and produce annotation with media type is text underscore HTML. Public string say HTML hello. And in this method we return a string of HTML code. For example, HTML title hello REST, close the title, open body, use heading 1. Bonjour. Tutamon. Close the heading 1, close the body, and close the HTML. Paste. That's it. Save the file and wait for the server to reload the changes. Okay, you can see the server has reloaded context. Okay. Now refresh our browser. And as you can see, the browser now shows the HTML response sent from the RESTful Web Service. You can see the page title update to Hello REST here, and the message is in HTML format. Bonjour tout le monde here. So that means with the same URI, this is the URI of our Hello resource web services. With the same URI, the response representation can be different depending on the content type accepted by the client, and because a web browser usually expects text HTML, so the server returns text HTML response. And now I will guide you how to use the CURL tool to test RESTful Web Service. So CURL is a command line tool which is widely used to test RESTful Web Service APIs. If I'm using Windows 10, then CURL is shipped with the operating system by default. So you can use CURL directory in Windows 10. Here I'm using Windows 7, so I need to download and install CURL program on my computer. Type CURL here. And go to the CURL homepage here. And download. Choose operating system. On my computer is Windows 64-bit, and I download this version 7.67. Okay. Okay, and I save to a new folder on my computer. New folder CURL. Save. Okay, download completed and open the folder. And here, this is a package installation of CURL. Extract here, and you can see a directory of CURL here, and in the bin directory you can see the CURL executable program here. And now we need to set the path environment variable to include this path. So copy and open the system, edit the system environment variables, and under the system variables section here, and choose variable name path here, edit, and append the path to CURL here. You see, and click OK. And now we can open the Windows command line prompt cmd here, and type in curl, and you can see curl shows a message try curl have for more information. That means curl is installed and ready to use. And now to test our hello RESTful web service, we can here we use this URI here, CMS in a browser. So copy. Now just type curl and paste the URI of our hello world RESTful web service here and hit enter. And you can see the response. Bonjour, tout le monde here. This is a response from the server. That means the curl2 works perfectly. And you can specify the V option to show verbose output. And you can see it shows the request header here. This is a HTTP request header. You can see. And this is a HTTP response header. And this is a plain text response from the RESTful Web Service. And with curl, you can specify the request header using this -h option here. For example, I specify the request header accept to specify the accept media type text HTML and followed by the URL. Here you see, and hit enter, and you see now the server returns HTML response, as you can see here, because we specify the request header accept text HTML. Another tool you can use to test RESTful web service is Postman. Postman is a graphical user interface tool that can be used to test RESTful web service APIs. And we need to download and install this program. So search for Postman here. Yeah, the first link, yes, Postman. Download the app. Download for Windows 64-bit. Create a new folder. Postman. Save. Okay, download complete and save in folder. And double click this setup program to install Postman. Run. And you need to have to create an account to use Postman. I already created an account, so I sign in. to use Postman here using my email and password. Sign. Okay, and this is a Postman program. This is a very useful tool, graphical user interface tool that used to test RESTful web service. You can see it display my history here. Delete. Delete. Okay, so to use Postman, first we need to get corrections. Yeah, enter the correction name as, for example, Java RESTful test, create, and there's a correction. Create a new request. Add request. Yeah, the request name is, for example, hello REST, and click save to Java RESTful test collection. Okay. And now you can enter the URI of the RESTful Web Service. See here to test. So we copy and paste the URI here. Copy and paste to Postman tool. Paste and click the send button here. Send. And you can see it and displays response also to Lemon here, which is your Thai text. You can see the HTTP, some information about HTTP response here, stated 200, okay. And there are many options that let you customize your request. Here you can choose different HTTP method here, post, put, delete here, and specify the request header here. Now let's specify the request header. Accept, and value is text HTML. Here. Okay, and click send again. Send. And you can see the server now returns HTML response, and you can see Postman automatically formats the response. As you can see, very nice, and it even allows us to preview. You can see here. This is a raw response, and this is a pretty response. Okay, so that's how to use Postman to test RESTful Web Services basically. And now I'm going to show you how to use JSON for our RESTful Web Services. Go back to Eclipse IDE, and to use JSON with Jersey, we need to specify an additional dependency for JSON here. Dependency group ID is org.lastfish.jersey.media, and artifact ID is jersey-media-json- section, and the version is 2.29.1. Save the file, and here we see Maven will automatically downloads JSON library section here. You see. And now let's update the hero resource class here. Now we specify the get annotation and produce for media type is application underscore JSON here. And method name public string say JSON hello, and let's create a new class, simple domain model class, for example student. Finished, and this student has integer, private integer ID, name, and country, and generate getter and setters for this simple domain model class. Source generate getters and setters here. Select all, generate, and also okay. And in the web service method, we can return a new student object, and the section library we automatically convert the Java object to JSON format. Create a new constructor for this class. Right click, source generate constructor using fields. Generate, okay. And here in this method, we return a new student object, new student ID 123, name is Samik Kumar, country India. Save the file and wait for the server to reload the changes we have made to use JSON. Okay. Now we can use a C URL to test. Here, C URL. And type C URL with request header accept application / JSON, and the URI of the web service. Copy here and paste here. Enter. And you can see it displays the server response in JSON format here. You see ID 123, name Samikumar, country India. And as you can see, the Jersey JAX-RS library automatically convert Java object to JSON format as the response here. Now we can test in Postman. Change the add a accept here to application JSON. Application JSON here, and click send. And you see it displays the response in JSON format, and the response is ready formatted here, raw format here, ready format here, Thai is JSON. So that's how to use JSON for RESTful Web Service. We need to specify JSON in the JSON library here. So we automatically convert the object to JSON format, as you can see here. And now I'm going to guide you how to code a client program to consume the RESTful Web Service using the client API. Go right to Eclipse IDE and let's create a new Maven project. Yeah, new Maven project. Check this option to create a simple project. Next, and group ID is net.code Java WS. Artifact ID is REST client. Finish. Here we go. The REST client project got created here. And change the Java version to use Java 11. Apply and close. Okay. And open is Maven forms.html file. And to use the client API for a Java project, we need to use two dependencies. First is the client API dependency. Group ID is org.lastfish.the.core, and artifact ID is the-client, and version is 2.29.1. And the second dependency is for the injection library, so we can copy from the REST project here. Copy the inject dependency here and paste here. Okay, so to code a RESTful Web Service client program with the we need to use this dependency. You see. Okay, create a new Java package here. New package name is net.code.java.ws. Finish. Okay, and create a new class here. Name the class as hello client, and check this option to create the main method and finish. Here we go, the hello client program. First, we define the UI of the RESTful Web Service. Sorry, we need to copy the RESTful Web Service URI here, copy and paste to our code. Okay, this is UI of the RESTful Web Service, and create a new client config object. Client config new client config, and create a new client object equal client builder, a new client with the config object. Import client and create a web target object from the client target, specify URI, and now we call target a request to make a request to the server and specify the accept media type is for example media type text HTML, and get to issue REST request, HTTP REST request, and the class of the response type is a string. Let me format this code so it is readable. Okay, and assign this to a string response. That's it. Very simple. This code send HTTP REST request to the server, to the RESTful Web Service, and finally print out the response to the standard console. That's it. This is a very simple RESTful Web Service client program. And now let's run this program. Run as Java application. And you can see in the console it prints the HTML response from the server here. If you change the accept media type to text plain, then the server will return text plain. Now run the program again. You see, now it prints a plain text response from the server. Bonjour tout le monde. And let's change the media type to application JSON. Application underscore JSON here. And run the program again. And now you see it prints JSON response from the server. Very good, right? So that's how to code a RESTful Web Service client program using the client API. Basically, so far you have learned to create a Java web project to host a RESTful Web Service using the API. Java web application running on Apache Tomcat server, and you also learn to test the RESTful Web Service using Chrome browser, CURL program, Postman tool, and how to use JSON for RESTful Web Service. And finally, you learned how to write a RESTful Web Service client program to consume a RESTful Web Service using the client API. I hope you found this Java RESTful Web Services tutorial helpful. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to my Java channel to get more updates about my Java programming videos. Thank you for watching.